Welcome back to DS Truck. So I'm about to go get hooked up. We're still solo doing fall cleanups, but I did get some help in the last video, and I want to say thank you to Joe's Lawn and Snow for coming and helping me with a couple of houses, and my brother from another mother, my neighbor Tyson, who came out and helped me, and I really appreciate it. But I got like 2 more to do, and I want to be done with these, but I gotta go hook up to the dump trailer, and I want to know how heavy is that tongue weight. Now, I did order a waist safe hitch to go on the 450, and I've been going back and forth on this hitch thing. Like, I dropped, I want to say the high 300s for the waist safe hitch for this. I got the full 3-inch shank. It's got the scale, and I'm thinking, like, man, do I do stuff just for YouTube? Like, do I really need a waist safe hitch for an F450 that can handle probably any tongue weight that I could ever have? But then I started loading up my trailer, and it did seem like the 450 started to squat just a little bit. You know, the 450 started to squat just a little bit, and it kind of made me wonder, how much tongue weight was I running? Because I'm loading everything into the front of the trailer. So my thing is now, I'm going to actually go ahead and grab my old waist safe hitch and put it on the trailer, because I'm still waiting for the new one to get here. And the old one, honestly, I could have just used the old one because it's still good, and I didn't really think about it. I could just put this one that I have, this new one, on the old truck, because it's a 2-inch. It has a 1,600 pound capacity, and it has a 16,000 pound rating. But one thing that the waist safe does excel is the tongue weight that is rated to handle. The waist safe that I have has well over 2,000 pound tongue weight. So, you know, I don't think I'm going over that 2,000 pounds, but it's going to be interesting to see exactly how much tongue weight that I have. But I could easily just put that hitch that I bought on this truck when it's towing, because you don't need the scale for a load that's always the same and it's already set up good. You really don't need the scale. And honestly, it might be better for that purpose, because the aluminum on the waist safe has kind of an issue, because it's always wearing up and down, and it did make the ball seem like it got a little bit loose after a while. Let's see if you can perceive that. Let me turn on some lights and get a glove. Oh, let me get a glove that I don't really care about. But let's take a look at this waist safe here, and let's see. It seems like after I got this bigger mower, I noticed that my ball on my waist safe started to feel a little bit like looser. So I don't know what the deal is there, but I guess the aluminum's getting a little bit loose for some reason. So I'll probably have to break it down. There's a pin that holds the ball in, and it's gotten loose. So, you know, maybe it is time to go ahead and get a new one, just because I had this for a number of years and I worked it. Now, this might be an issue with the fact that we unload and load so much, and when we take this big mower, this big Z3X off of the trailer and all the weight goes to the rear, you get this lifting up motion on the truck. So the ball tries to lift, or the trailer tries to lift up on the ball. Now, multiply that by the number of stops we make per day. We're cutting residential houses, so we're stopping 30 times a day, on and off. So it's constantly up and down, up, down, up, down. Maybe that made this ball start to get loose. So, you know, it might be time to retire this, and it's maybe not the perfect place for a waist safe hitch, possibly. I don't know. I don't know if that's an issue. I know if this was bolted to the hitch, they want it to be tight. You wouldn't want like a ball that's loose. So anyway, I'm kind of curious to how heavy it is. I don't think it's going to fail or anything. I'm not with the dump trailer. It doesn't lift up with just a mower, but I'm going to put this on the truck, and I want to see how much tongue weight the dump trailer has. So anyway, I'll see you guys once I get hooked up to the dump trailer. All right, so we're all hooked up, and let's see what the old waist safe hitch is saying. So when I first put it on there, it said 500 pounds, and I figured I'd have to move it. It's kind of leaning back, so that might make it read a little lower. So I'll read it now, then I'll go home, pick up the mower, and see what it says after the mower. But looking at the weight safe where it's sitting right now, we're at close to 1,000 pounds, more like 800. But yeah, this tongue's pretty heavy. Not over the capacity of our other hitch, which had a tongue weight rating of 1,600 pounds, but it could get out of hand pretty quickly. Looking at the load here, as you know, I'm putting everything up in the front, and this is a little bit smaller than the load that we had in here before. So, you know, wet, heavy, mulch down leaves actually can get to be pretty heavy, because I'm mulching this stuff pretty fine. But anyway, I'll head home and see what it says after putting the mower in here. Alright guys, so we got the mower in here, and we're actually running a smaller mower today, because that is what the properties call for. Smaller machine, lighter. Big machine will cause damage to the properties I'm working on. So got the little dog with us, but being that the machine usually goes toward the rear, that actually, see what it did. So when we got here, we were at a close to 900 pounds, about 1,000, and now we're back to where we were when we started, at about 800 pounds. So pretty interesting to see how the load is affecting the trailer. But I will say this, as I've been just driving here from where I was, not that far of a drive, this hitch definitely has some wear issues. With a little bit of play, you can tell it does not tow as good as it was towing with the other hitch without all these moving components. So this hitch will be retired after this. I'm gonna just use this I'm thinking about welding something onto the front of my old mower, welding a 2.5 hitch receiver and putting this on it so I can maneuver trailers around with it. I think that would be pretty cool. But I think this hitch is about done. I can feel the trailer, just don't feel as good, don't feel right. So that's the last run for this. And yeah, just I think on and off with the mowers, all that negative pressure on the ball took its toll on the aluminum. It doesn't seem like it's gonna fall apart or anything. It seems like there's plenty of material there, but yeah, it doesn't tow as good. Anyway, see you guys at the next scene. Alright guys, here, done a couple houses now, and I want to say, now that I put the mower on the trailer, it does actually tow better, and it feels exactly how it's supposed to feel while towing. And it might be related to how much tongue weight. I might actually have just too much tongue weight to get a good feeling tow. I don't know if it's necessarily related to the weight safe hitch, but I mean, maybe the play and slop that's kind of developed on the ball is what was causing it to just ride a little rough while towing. Is like the trailer, you could feel the trailer kind of moving around a little bit back there. Or I don't know if it's just because it was too much tongue weight. But once I put this 800-pound mower back here, it took a couple 100 pounds off of the tongue, and it does not ride bad at all. It rides pretty good now. Tow's good. So anyway, I'm gonna crank out this cleanup, and I'll see you guys at the next scene. Alright guys, so back home, and I started talking to a client, and then it starts raining on me. So yeah, I got it done just in time. Here's a look at the pile where it sits. But guys, it was so sketchy getting this mower onto the trailer with the rain, and I knew that was going to be an issue. Those ramps, they get extremely slippery when it is wet. Going down is the hard part, or going up is the hard part, so going down should be fine because gravity's helping me, but the tires just want to spin trying to get that 800 pounds in those ball tires. But yeah, no employees anymore, I guess. Finished all the cleanups pretty much, and just got to get this mower off. Just enough time to get to the daycare to pick up the kids. Anyway, see you guys at the next scene. Alright guys, so I want to end the video with this. This actually just came in from WaySafe in perfect timing, because we were just talking about how the old hitch was having some play in the ball. And I do think that the little bit of play that is apparent in this ball and the old hitch is not causing any towing issues. But what's really the issue is when you have so much more tongue weight than you need. That trailer right now, when you put the mower in the trailer, that 800 pounds over the axles, it takes a little bit off the tongue, but adds a lot more weight to the axles, and it all of a sudden tows better. So I guess this is a cool thing to have, to know, like, hey, if it's not pulling right, what kind of tongue weight you're running? 1,000 pounds on your tongue, and it's loaded with leaves. I don't know how heavy the leaves are, but the trailer weighs 4,000 pounds, and there's 1,000 on the tongue. And if the leaves are 1,000 pounds, whatever, that's probably too much tongue weight. So I don't know. But anyway, the one that we ordered here, that we have here, brand new, is a 3-inch solid aluminum shank, which is insane. Really insane. I'm pretty excited about this. And we're going to put this on. What we're actually going to do is we're going to put this on the truck, and we'll see if it tows okay with this, and if that loose ball, with the excessive amount of tongue weight, if that loose ball is why it doesn't tow good. But I think I'm still going to end up retiring the other WaySafe hitch and going ahead and just running this one. And I want to weld a 2.5-inch shank to my old 52-inch lawnmower so that I can whip trailers around with it. And if I ever get into a situation where there's too many cars on the street, I can use a mower to get the trailer in the back. But anyway, take a quick look at what we got. They give you, no, these are hard to get right now because for whatever reason they can't build them fast enough. It took a minute to get this, but they give you a smaller ball. I forget what size, a 2-inch ball. This, it's good to keep this in the truck because there was a time where I needed this and I had to buy a whole nother hitch because I don't keep that in the truck. But I'm going to keep that in the truck now. And this, the way it works. Hi. Oh, hi, Nathan. Good morning. What are you saying? Learn English. So I guess let's try to take a look here at this hitch. So you pretty much get this pin, and I don't know if this is what's wearing out, if it's the pin or whatever, but that is an aluminum pin. So if it's just the pin, it might be possible to replace the pin because this is just an aluminum pin. This thing's real light. It might be possible just to replace the pin. This is steel, so that's definitely not wearing. But if it's the housing that's worn, then that would not be good because you'd have to replace the whole housing. But at the end of the day, I guess if you wanted to just solve all those issues, you could replace this whole thing, get a new pin with this, and I guess it would be cheaper than getting the whole thing. But that might be the one downside to having this nice hitch for commercial daily use, is this pin. If you're putting a lot of negative pressure on your ball, then this pin and this setup might actually wear out. Because feeling how light this is, if you're gonna put a bob, hi Nathan, it's a hitch. It's a hitch. Yeah, a hitch for the trailer. A hitch for the trailer. Yeah, for the trailer. So, if you're gonna use one of these for towing bobcats and stuff like that, have you ever seen? Think about how many times you've seen a video of a bobcat getting put into a dump trailer, and then the dump trailer lifts up the truck, and the truck might start rolling away, whatever. Think about how much pressure this aluminum pin could take when you're lifting, you know, maybe lifting a whole truck. I wonder if this pin, I'd imagine, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's aluminum pin, so I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. See you in the next one. This is DS Trucks. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Over and out.